Hey, listeners, have you ever wondered what you're missing on the Patreon?
Let us ask you these questions. Do you like the Pre-Fixe? There's an extended version of it every week on the Patreon called the a la carte.
Do you miss your favorite dead celebrities? We have a medium who comes on to talk to them on the Patreon.
Are you an astrology buff? We have an astrologer who comes to the Patreon to read the celebrity stars.
Do you want to hear what we edit out of the podcast? Then you can listen to our cutting room floor episodes on the Patreon.
Do you ever wish we could fix you? Then listen to our all-tier advice episodes right now on the Patreon.
And if you ever want to kiki with other listeners of this pod, come to one of our hilarious live Zoom spectaculars.
Still not convinced? No problem. Head on over to patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople to listen to an example episode of each of these, absolutely free. See you on Patreon.
Where's Shelley?
Is there anything more misunderstood in history than magic? Here's what your history classes conveniently skipped. The world was not built by logic and reason alone. It was built by something much more ancient.
The Hidden History of Magic tells the true stories of the astrologer in the White House, the intuitive who sat alongside Gilded Age tycoons, and the black ops government agencies that have used mediums to talk to aliens since the 30s.
These moments often get covered up, sidelined, or buried because they prove something. Magic is not fringe. It's used every day.
Because while we've been trained to trust everything but our own intuition, the people in power never stop consulting the stars. They know something we've been taught to forget. Magic is real, and we have access to it.
I'm Rhiannon Hauk.
And I'm Erin Bagwell.
We are psychics, witches, mothers, and storytellers ready to break down history's best-kept secrets.
Welcome to the Hidden History of Magic.
This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup. Listeners, normally Dominic is the one that says something first because he has a prepared joke about something crazy that has happened this week. But the craziest thing to happen this week is that today is Dominic Anthony Christopher Pupa's 40th birthday. Happy birthday, Dominic.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, listeners, for what I'm assuming will be an absolute tsunami of affection digitally today. I thank you in advance.
Yeah. And it better be.
All I wanted for my birthday was for the Lord to do something this week to let me know personally that the Lord existed. And so what did the Lord do? She sent someone with Tourette's to the BAFTAs. Now this is something I can't stop obsessing about. Not watching over and over. I don't need to hear the word over and over, but obsessing. The amount of groups that are complaining victimhood through all of this, the amount of groups that are giving apologies when this is an example of something you just need to sit back and say, you know what? Some problems just aren't solvable. And there really isn't always a right or a wrong thing here. It's terrible for everybody. Terrible. I will say this, though, to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, whatever the highest award is the planet can give someone, give it to them. Just give it to them for standing there and doing what I and most of the internet thinks they would not do, which is just play it fucking cool.
Keep it rolling, keep it moving.
I mean, truly rolled with it. Terrible job. I feel bad for the dude. And big ups to the dude with Tourette's as well. His name is John Davidson. After 25 minutes, he realized he's like, yeah, this isn't going well. I'm gonna watch this in another room. And without being told to do so, left with his dignity intact. We know his name now. And if you don't know, come on, stop. You have to know. Someone with Tourette's. They were honoring a film about Tourette's at the BAFTAs, the British Academy Awards.
That's why he was there, right? Is because
he was there. The movie was
Tourette's.
about him. The movie was about him. And the guy that played him, shockingly, which we'll discuss in a few minutes, won Best Actor over Timothée Chalamet and Leonardo DiCaprio and everyone else who's nominated for their behemoths this year. But before that award got presented, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, both Black, both representing Sinners, during a quiet moment when they were presenting Best Visual Effects, this guy with Tourette's screams the N-word. I can't. No one on our planet currently is even talented enough to write this happening, to invent it.
No. It's so bad. In every way that you look at it, it's terrible. I
don't know what to say to the UK citizens, because in America, we just leave the audience and beat the shit out of each other on award shows. We don't scream the N-word here. How dare you? UK.
Have you ever seen the videos of the people, like there'll be like a girl in a classroom and she'll be like asking a question and then it'll be like, okay, like, oh, wait, is it this or is it this? And the teacher's like, okay, you have to do this and then you have to do this. And she's like, okay, great. You're bald. And it's like,
yes. It's like, there is this woman, there's this girl, I think she's a woman now. She's in her early 20s. Her name's Balin Dupree.
Yeah, Balin Out Loud, right?
Yeah. And is that the same person you were just talking about?
I don't know if it's her, but like there's just many videos of her being like, she's like, you're bald.
That's definitely her. She definitely gained popularity during COVID, and now she's got her own show. I think it's on TLC. She's really lovely. Right. Like, she started during COVID showing what it's like for someone with Tourette's to bake a cake. Obviously, there's like flour everywhere. Like, she's doing it partially for a joke, but she's also being serious about it.
I'm a viewer. You know what I mean? It's like
absolutely.
Her being like, oh, this thing that I absolutely won't be able to get through. Got it. Like, we're on it.
This situation with the BAFTAs is here's why there's rage involved. First of all, there are many people that feel strongly on all sides. Jamie Foxx took to X or Insta almost immediately and was like, this guy meant that. That's not a word you scream when you have Tourette's. And of course, people who have Tourette's are like, what this guy went through is truly the worst case scenario in any of we watched his nightmare come through. So here are the only people that I'm listening to through this entire thing is Black people who have Tourette's. These are the TikToks I've been watching. They are not a large community on TikTok, but once you find one individual, and any person who's Black and has Tourette's has been going on TikTok for the past 72 hours just saying, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And I honestly am just taking my cues from them. They're like, there is absolutely no right answer here, but this guy definitely did not mean it. However, to stand there and be called that on live television,
like it's still a crime was still committed. You know what I mean? It's like it still is what it is.
That's a really dark way of looking at it. But yes, a crime was still committed. But they would never classify it a crime because I think
I'm saying
no, but you know what? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like. Like if one of us were to scream that, we would be hauled off somewhere. Yes. But if someone with Tourette's has it, it's just a bad situation.
It's weird that Dominic, but you go to the other side of it and you're like, okay, well, this guy's Tourette's, so he deserves a pass. And then you go to the other side and then you're like, but this person still was called that on a national stage 100%. While they were being televised, and that's not okay. And then you're like, oh, like he didn't mean it. You know what I mean? It's like you can ping pong all you want.
And lived through it with them, by the way. Like we never needed to it doesn't, again, there's a lot of hurt to go around here.
Sure.
But when you're staring at these two Black legends at this point in their own right.
Yes.
To watch them have to be the bigger person and do what a lot of us probably wouldn't have the patience to do.
No, it's hard, Dominic. It's hard.
It's terrible.
It's like, and like, is there anything to do about it? Not really.
No.
Like,
but
what do you do? Nothing.
So everyone's apologizing.
Hold on. What? But like,
horses are held.
That guy went into the thing being like, I'm definitely not going to scream the N-word at these people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I bet he didn't. I bet he was nervous from the fucking moment he woke up.
And then he was like, well, I'm just going to figure it out. Because then again, should he not go because something like that could happen? Like, no. But so then it's like, but it did, and so it's bad. Like, it's, oh God, it's, yeah.
So, I mean, is the solution, do what he did, which was leave the main room and go somewhere where he can watch on a screen and, have his tics without fear of like disrupting anybody. I mean, it sucks, but apparently when the president of BAFTA came out and was like introing the evening or going over the rules or something, he screamed, shut the fuck up while she was talking.
No,
and it was like audible. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Like when the president.
But that's the thing. Okay,
I mean, if that isn't a palate cleanser to someone also screaming the N-word that night, like at least we have him telling someone white to shut the fuck up. At least we have that.
Yes. But here's the thing. Herein lies the problem. Is like, I get if someone's doing like a noise or like a tick. Like we see a lot of it. Like, again, never forget True Life. I have Tourette's. Seminal television for every millennial. Like seeing a tick or seeing this or seeing that. But screaming shut the fuck up as someone's on the stage, even that is like, all right, can't have you here anymore, buddy. You gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, he screamed also during one of Alan Cummings' early monologues as well, and Alan responded to it. Like he was like, "Hey," and Alan went, "Woo," and like just kept moving on. Yeah, but it's
tough. It's tough. You don't want to say this is the one who's got to go, but what is the other side? Are we supposed to remove all the people?
No, exactly.
all the black people. Any slur he screams, we can't remove these people from the room.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
You got to
go
in a closet.
There's nothing to do about it.
You don't need to put them in a separate room. You can always watch on your phone. God, that's such a lonely visual, isn't it?
I know.
I feel terrible for
the whole thing is bad. It's just bad all around.
So this movie that's about this guy, John Davidson's life, the name of the movie is I Swear. And I don't believe it's been released in the United States yet. So
he was swearing this guy left, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he sure he no shit. I mean, he literally did it. It came to life.
The dumbest joke I've ever told.
But he really, I mean, what more? I mean, do you think maybe it wasn't involuntary and this was him marketing the film for the US? Everyone is saying that Best Actor is between Michael B. Jordan for Sinners and Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme. Like they're running neck and neck everywhere. And this guy won, and there were audible gasps in the audience, not just because he beat these superstars, but because it was like, oh my God, we have to deal with Tourette's again in the broadcast. But everything was fine. And by the way, when the actor, by the way, his name is Robert Aramayo, and he's supposed to be fantastic in the movie. Perhaps he'll be nominated for an Oscar next year. And speaking of the Oscars, I have this to say. Academy Awards.
Here we go. Here we go, everyone. Buckle up.
Academy Awards. If you want to give me a birthday, when I say I've been loyal to you, Academy Awards, I sat through James Franco. I've sat through everything you've thrown at us.
You had an Oscar party for your wedding.
I truly did. It turned me gay and ruined my first marriage. Oscars, if you don't open your show with Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo presenting the first award and looking out in the audience and saying, "Is everybody good?" I'm not going to watch the rest of the show. That is the only way you open the Academy Awards in less than 2 weeks. Or is it 2 weeks? 2 weeks. 2 weeks plus. Got to do it. Got to get them out there, please. And have someone from the BAFTAs can come and apologize. By the way, but here's the issue. There is an actual entertainment ethical issue in here. The BAFTAs, even in the UK, the BAFTAs are on a 2-hour delay. And when the BBC broadcast it, they did not take out the N-word. You didn't. I knew you didn't know that because I knew you would have brought that up right away.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, they didn't take it out. They left it in the they left it. They didn't take it. They had 2 hours to take it out and they didn't. I'm sure there was some sort of like, I don't know.
What?
Because here's the issue. And look, as progressive people, we can make fun of our side when we need to. I imagine there was a very quick producer meeting, which I would have dubbed Woke-a-palooza there, which is like, if we remove this, are we othering Tourette's people or are we dismissing them or lowering, like I'm sure there was a discussion. What I can tell you is that the result was wrong. They could have just bleeped it You know what I mean? Like
we all would have known. We all would have known anyway. You know what I mean?
We all knew 2 minutes after. Everyone went on Instagram and was like, "You won't believe what just happened!"
Is screaming
in front of William and Kate. Unbelievable. It's just such an I mean, in the group chat, we really were like, there's not a fix for this. There's not.
No, not at all.
Just what do you do? You can't ban. Good Lord.
Could you imagine if we were all out somewhere and someone went up to Hassan and was like, "You're bald"?
Well, Hassan would actually Hassan's the person you should do that to. Hassan, Christopher's partner. He would engage them in conversation in a way that would make their tics worse, is what I'm guessing. They would make up tics to end the conversation because Hassan would be doing a full documentary on them.
Yeah, much like this film called "I Swear."
I'm so sorry for everyone involved. We've given this 15 solid minutes because I spent the past 3 days really unpacking every ounce of this as a producer, as a person of color, as a person with how is everyone
putting yourself in every single person's shoes and viewing
trying
it and
and then I got dizzy every time and just went back to people hating on Tyra because that was the whole thing this week.
God, what a fucking disaster.
By the way, while we're chatting about the BAFTAs, there were a couple of surprises. Was that Wunmi Mosaku won supporting actress for Sinners, besting Tiana Taylor, who's the favorite, and Stellan Skarsgård has been winning everything the whole year for sentimental value, but Sean Penn won for One Battle After Another. Did you want to review? You finally saw One Battle After Another.
I watched it. We finished it last night.
Physical description of Sean Penn. Did you want to share it?
I said, also, we are finally watching One Battle. And I said, Sean Penn looks like a leather bag that's been put in the wash accidentally, then put out in the sun to dry. Yep. Am I wrong?
What you've described, Christopher, essentially is jerky. And yes, I will absolutely co-sign.
Jerky is correct. I mean, he does an incredible job. I'm like, much to my great chagrin, he does great in it.
He really is sort of, if he won, I don't think I'd object because he's almost not getting enough notice for it. So I'm sort of thrilled that he won, but go ahead.
It's a very strange movie, may I just say.
Yeah, it's definitely conceptual and great. I mean, I love it. Yeah, it's one of the best.
I thought it was great. It was just very odd. It's a very odd film. And Tiana Taylor was good, but spoiler, she's only in like so much of it. Mm-hmm. And you know who did so good acting around some of the most famous people that we have is that Chase Infinity. I'm sorry to say.
Yes, she did. She was the upset. She didn't get nominated for the Oscar.
When she does that thing with the car and then does another thing and gets herself out of a problem. To not spoil. Like, I was like, wow, this is great. Like, she did so good.
She felt supporting to me. She's 5 stars up and down for sure.
Yeah.
Did she feel lead
and
to
I
you?
had not one idea who she was. Like, no
idea.
You're
not supposed to. Nobody does.
No idea who she was.
Now.
So I didn't, but like I was like, oh, this is an actor.
They campaigned her for lead. Not supporting.
She's leadish. I think she's more
was she?
lead.
She's on
a
that
lot
line.
of scenes that she carries herself. I always look at it from like, is this person carrying their own scenes a lot? And is this person is this person the protagonist of scenes in the way that's like old schooly, like maybe scriptedness? But like, I always find like, is this person carrying the scene or is this something always just like happening to them? Right. Or like, are they along for the ride for someone else's scene that they're leading? Like, do you know what I mean?
She's kind of like the eternal historical example will be Hannibal Lecter because Anthony Hopkins is in that movie for like a shockingly short amount of time based on how utterly iconic the character is and how much he runs the entire movie. And many thought he should have been put in supporting, but those cries were.
Yeah, I would have.
But she's sort of like that.
Yeah, because it's like he's always with Clarice, you know?
Yep.
God, what a movie. What a movie. I should watch that again.
Right? Director and picture went to One Battle After Another. Screenplays went to Sinners and One Battle After Another. It was a good night, but they sort of made the Oscars unpredictable and not in a way where you think people are going to scream racial slurs from the audience. Like, we may not know who the awards will go to. Not to mention, Sinners still has the most nominations of all time, which is a great way to enter an awards ceremony. You never
I would love
what's going to happen.
Like we talk about all the time, I'd love for us to spread the wealth. You know what I mean? I'd love for it to be like I'd love for them to get some and then other people to get some. I kind of don't want to sweep anymore, you know?
Yeah. I love when they spread it out.
Yeah,
What about actually?
And they both
I want to
deserve
change my
it.
pitch.
They both deserve it. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
the
they
thing.
both.
Yeah.
I both want them to get awards. They both deserve it. They're both really good movies. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying. Normally, there are one or two nominations where I'm like, if this person wins, I'm walking out because how did they get in there? I don't feel that way about anybody. I have not seen the Ethan Hawke movie yet.
No, it looks good though.
The one he's nominated for.
We were
I've
clicking
heard
around,
mixed.
being like, "What do we watch?" We had time to watch another movie, and we're like, let's watch another something nominated." And we kept clicking around, but they all were too serious. And so, what did we do? Kicked it right on over to Disney Plus and watched the Pixar movie Elio about the
There
aliens,
you go.
which
How
was
that?
really cute. And like
That's
really
great.
emotional, and really touching. And yes, is it the exact same fucking movie that they've made for 25 years, 100%. But it was really good and we really liked it.
I have a couple of movies. I've never seen that. I have a couple of movies left. I'm currently doing a rewatch of this Australian prison drama called Wentworth, which I think I've mentioned a couple of
Yeah,
times.
you did.
That and Dallas and Dynasty are my three favorite television shows of all time. And Wentworth, I'm rewatching it. It's so good. They just announced they're rebooting it yet again.
Brother.
Next year, they're bringing back Wentworth, the next chapter. So I am absolutely boned for that. It's going to be fucking fantastic. And I'm trying to get to a Wentworth Con in Orlando a little bit later this year.
Dominic.
I know.
Dominic.
It's that big. It's that big. It's so good. I'm telling you,
Dominic.
if you watch even one episode of the show, you're going to be hooked in there.
Really?
Hooked. It's so good. I swear to you, it's so good. Might be a little too violent for some people, but it's prison, baby.
I'm down. You know me, I'm down.
But after that, I think I'm going to do a Star Wars. I pulled up the site that has every Star Wars thing, TV show, movie, animation, in chronological order, because I haven't gotten into the Star Wars TV series at all. And I keep
They're doing
hearing,
a lot. They're doing a lot.
Everyone said Mandalorian's great, and Andor's supposed to be fantastic. Everyone who told me The Mandalorian is great, you're missing out, has doubled down with Andor and said it's even better. And I was sort of a Star Wars kid, so I might restart all of that.
There's a lot
The list was long. The list was very long.
Yeah.
So, all right. A lot of big things happened, which we're going to get to now. Despite this BAFTAs thing, it was just, I couldn't. I'm sorry. I apologize for getting sidelined. Prince Andrew, the former Prince Andrew, Louise Mountbatten, he has been arrested since we last spoke to you.
Oh,
last spoke to you, came up with a very memeable in the backseat leaving jail.
Beyond
shot.
incredible. Did you see that someone put that in the Louvre?
Yes, a couple of prank influencers framed it and hung it in the fucking Louvre.
They should.
Those people should be
there.
next to present at the Academy Awards after Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo leave the stage. Truly fantastic.
Something's
he was
happening.
arrested and released. Yeah. The former UK ambassador to the US was also arrested this week. So the UK is doing what the United States Department of Justice has not, and is arresting actual males who appeared in the Epstein files. People who are not male, Sarah Ferguson. Her location, a fucking spa. So enjoy it, Lady Elaine. They're coming for you, baby. You know you're next.
She's getting
you're
wrecked.
next.
She's done for.
Speaking of wrecked, we have not heard from Tyra Louise Banks this week. But we have heard from pretty much everyone else who's ever appeared on America's Next Top Model. Tiffany Richardson is the famous young woman who is on the opposite end of Tyra screaming, "We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you." And Tiffany, who did or would not appear in the Netflix documentary, gave us a lovely all caps, "Tyra's a motherfucking liar."
Loved it.
Tweet.
P.S.
And we live in gratitude. Yeah.
Beautiful play by her, by the way.
Yeah.
To not be in it and then just be like, I'm going to just go insane on social media because I know everyone will pick it up. Flawless play, in my opinion.
Now, supposedly, and we did discuss this on a live Zoom that we did just this past weekend. If you missed it, please join our Patreon. Those live Zooms are so much fun. We were talking about how much of what Tyra said in the "we were all rooting for you" speech was edited out. And the reason there were lawyers the following day, and the reason Jay Manuel said in the documentary that he was not ever going to repeat what was said in that room, was because Tyra went off a lot more than what was edited and said things supposedly, allegedly, like, you and your baby can go sleep on that dirty mattress in your apartment uptown or shit like that. Like it was really
horrible.
Guttural. Yeah. It was like a guttural moment. And that's why Tiffany Richardson was like in her tweet or her, I don't know, or her thread, I'm not sure what platform, but she was like, you know what you did before, during, and after all of this. And I'm not going to repeat any of it.
Okay. I have a PSA that I would like to bring to the table.
I love this. Do you need the box?
Not the box yet, but let me know. I might need it. I'm saying no, but that might be wrong, and you might need to slide it to me in the middle.
Sheila, our assistant, Sheila, leave the box of Palmolive over in the closet. We're good right now.
Documentarians, this is for you. When you bring your little hoity-toity high, like you holier than thou, like I'm going to do exposés on reality shows, I need you all to hire one of us to interview these people. Because I watched on Friday, we went over to, Hassan's friend Matt, you've met him before. He's come to the duplex. We went to his apartment with a bunch of friends. We watched the documentary. They never one time put the gas on these people once. Like when you have all four of them, five of them, Tyra, Miss J, Mr. J, Nigel, and Ken Mock, every single time that they didn't want to answer a question, they would just roll the thing of them being like, P.S. the accents of the people that were interviewing them, what was happening? What was happening?
I don't know where they're from.
It was like,
I don't know.
What do you think? The accents were out of control. And they were just like, do you want to talk about this thing? And Tyra just goes, no, better to not. And they go, okay. And they just move on to the next thing. I need Tyra getting up and leaving and us airing her leaving the interview chair because she won't answer the questions. Like, I need this treated like a housewives interview. And I'm so fucking sick of these people that are in quote unquote documentaries that think they're better than everyone that don't know how to fucking interview someone. Like, am I wrong at all?
No, you're not. I understand the frustration. I'm just wondering what they promised her, what they thought this was going to be.
Yeah.
And then when at what point were they thinking to themselves, if I push her, will she leave before I get even more juicy shit? That's how I was. Because, I know I speak for Chris as well. Like when you do something, you can't witness someone else doing it without thinking how you would have done it better. Whether you are a hairstylist or a television producer, I cannot watch a documentary. Chris particularly cannot watch a documentary, but I can't watch a reality show or a documentary without thinking like, what's wrong? I was trying to rationalize,
decision?
Right?
Yeah. No, they
must have
that she'll
smelled
leave.
her. Yeah, that for sure. But also that it was probably like, wow, she's so completely tone deaf. We should just keep doing this. And I compared it on the Patreon, no one died, to the Jinx in that way, where they were just like, were they thinking this is worse than if we had her leave because she was so uncivil? I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But it was just so like not even a follow-up of like, well, he's talked about you guys not talking again. So like, do you want to say anything? Not even one follow-up. Not one follow-up.
They're either super lazy or a level of shrewd that we're not seeing, where they were just like, okay, we're going to continue this for 5 hours until you call. Who did she call Boo Boo? I'm so sorry, Boo Boo. When she said that in the apology, and we were like,
I don't even know.
GOODBYE, girl.
Yeah.
Get OUT.
But even like Mr. J, like I don't know, just so many of them where they were like, they watched something they knew was bad and then they tried to defend themselves and it was such a terrible defense. And then to not even hold them accountable there, it was just such a softball to me. I don't know.
And the only people I see a couple of people on Substack defending Tyra, but then of course your girl Kelly Cutrone,
my girl,
goes to the socials. Girl. You fucking love that bitch.
Guys, everyone was sending me things because everyone in the $20 tier has heard a story about her and me on our holiday gift episode where we talk about some behind the scenes stuff that we probably shouldn't, and everyone that wants to pay $20 can hear a story about me and my girl Kelly Cutrone. Anyway, continue.
Well, she just releases a statement saying like Jay Manuel's got a lot of nerve. He was working
ripped into shreds.
A Mac counter in Toronto and blah, blah, blah. And Tyra made him. And then she turned on him. And I'm like, I don't know if it's that. I don't think Tyra wandered into a Mac in Toronto and like hit someone with her wand and said bibbity bobbity bitch. I don't think it worked like that.
No, she said he was his hair makeup artist. Like it wasn't like, but however, I loved
he was hot. He was hot and telegenic and did good with a makeup
100%.
brush. That's why he's on the fucking show.
Yeah.
We've cast people who are less qualified. Trust me.
Speaking of, do you want to
When
talk
was the
about
last
work?
time you met a housewife who was actually married? Like, come on, Kelly.
Don't need it. Don't need it that way, Kel. Don't need it. But I loved the amount of pettiness that she brought into it because it was great. Because that's the other thing. We were screaming at the TV when Jay was like, I texted Tyra that I didn't want to do the show anymore. And she got so upset with me. I don't know why. I'm like, because you fucking texted her, you idiot. Like,
and that was why she waited and then fired it. Once she smelled that sort of blood in the water, it was over.
Yeah.
She's like, you're going to leave me? I don't think so.
Dominic, if I texted you and said, hey, I don't think I can do this podcast anymore, would you not be like furious with me? Like this doesn't even warrant a phone call, let alone like us going to dinner.
Yeah, I was thinking of how many jokes I was about to tell, but yes, realistically, if you sent me a post-it, I would be furious. Yeah.
Yes. Now go ahead. Do your jokes.
I don't even know who I would call first. Joey Lawrence comes to mind. You know, maybe I could resurrect him. He could come on here.
Oh God.
I don't know who else would do it.
You'd chase him right away with your,
he would literally
you'd be
leave.
salivating. You'd be
I'd call Jay Manuel and ask if he'd co-host this.
Sure. He'd be a great co-host.
That's the other thing. They're all coming for him. Like, look, we love to talk about work being done. Sometimes I'm envious. Sometimes I'm not. But Kelly Catrone's like, what she was talking about him having fillers and blah, blah, blah. I am sorry. He looks.
No, Dominic, disagree.
Oh, I'm giving him an A, not an A+, but I'm giving him an A.
I think on the show he looked good, but there were some side angles that I saw and I was like, oh, I bet you in person he looks like truly Bozo the Clown.
My only remark was that I thought it was too much. He was wearing too much makeup. It was too visible.
Yeah, but that's
it was fine.
day.
I don't know if that's part of his brand or whatever. I thought he still looked good.
Dominic, what? It's been part of his brand.
In the way that I thought that Ricky Martin, when they revealed him at the halftime show, I was like, ooh, had work and it's really good.
No,
I didn't think
like this.
as much about Jay's, but pretty close, I got to say.
No. Football field's difference, in my opinion. I saw some angles where I was like, under all this BB cream, under this full coverage, it's a mess in there. I'm telling you. I bet you in person, it's Wildenstein-esque.
Sure. Well, there's only one way to settle this. I'm going to send him to your apartment nude. And if you don't drop to your knees, then you win. That's it. If you can resist. That's it. What else is there really?
Oh, God.
So Eric Dane died right after we recorded last week, and he had ALS. He went very quickly. I mean, his diagnosis was not that long ago. He had been split from Rebecca Gayheart since 2018, but after his diagnosis, they they still were together on paper, but they sort of got together for the kids and because he loves, they still love each other. They were still in each other's lives.
They're always, you're inextricably linked to that person forever.
But they were still in love. He also had a girl, like she paid tribute to him. He also had a girlfriend, which understandably, who kept a low profile during the last 2 years or so while all the press had him back with Rebecca Gayheart. She also released like a carousel of all their memories, a lot of which were from the last year. They kept that very quiet. Obviously, it was an unusual situation where it was just like all hands on deck. But they are understandably, especially Rebecca Gayheart is said to be like super rattled by how quickly this was from diagnosis.
It's terrible.
His passing. Like that was like lightning.
Also, is Netflix just on, is every single person that's like near death, Netflix is on their front door, right?
Yeah.
He has that famous last words come out right away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to go for, like, no offense, but like from Jane Goodall, like,
I sort of like that celebrities have a place to go.
It's just not the same thing, but like I was like, oh, they're really going to do it for like everyone, which I like, possibly.
While we're here with death, so we don't have to dip up and down between the macabre, we, as we're just recording this, found out that Martin Short's daughter, Catherine Short, passed away. She was only 42 years old.
Terrible.
Yeah, if you can just Google how she passed away. I mean, like lifelong Martin Short stands. This is terrible.
Of course.
Catherine's mother, Martin's wife, Nancy, passed away in 2010. You want to talk about somebody, by the way. So, by the way, the point is we're sending love to Martin Short and his whole family. If you want to see someone, I'm reminded of this because of what Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo had to sit through. 2 years after Martin Short's wife died, you can Google this. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I love Martin Short. He appears on Wine with Hoda and Kathy Lee, or whatever the name of that show was.
Not Wine.
And, wasn't it called Wine? He appears on that show, and Kathy Lee goes on and on about how much she loves Martin Short and his wife, and they're a great couple, and she blah, blah, blah. Like, clearly Kathy Lee wasn't aware, as she was gushing about this woman, that she had been deceased for nearly 2 years. And Martin Short, when you can see Martin Short sitting there and making an adjustment and just saying, I'm just not going to say anything. And he smiled through it, and they ended it. And either in the next segment or the next day, Kathy Lee goes on TV and she's like, I am so sorry. I am so humiliated. I am so drunk at 10 in the morning. I cannot apologize enough.
That is terrible.
I'm surprised you've never seen this. It's actually like,
No, I've
you
never
could see
seen
the
it.
look on his face where he's like, is she fucking kidding me? My wife's been dead for 2 years. Frank and I love hanging out with Marty and Nancy.
I
It's just
can't.
like,
Oh my God.
you are so Kathy Lee right now.
Dear God. Legend.
Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit.
Christian.
Let's move on to something a little bit lighter. Lisa Rinna thinks that she was roofied at the Traitors premiere party. I don't know. I don't know how to take the story. I don't know. And I shouldn't be making fun of anyone being roofied.
No,
take
it's terrible. It's
smirking.
terrible. Yeah.
But the reason that the story is something is because it seemed like she had very little to drink and then was feeling woozy. And I can't remember how it ended, but Colton Underwood, who is, the Traitors finale is airing tomorrow.
Yeah.
And she's like on a book tour trashing Colton Underwood. But when she tells
Rightfully
the story,
so.
Colton's the one who's like, I knew that there was something wrong with her. And I don't know if he brought her to safety or was just helping her out, or if he was just concerned because he knew that she didn't drink anything. And she seemed like completely out of it. So they started the season after they'd shot Traitors and started the press. They were still friends, as does happen on these shows. Once everyone on the cast sees what everyone said about them when they were in the room,
yep,
enemies are born.
Well, and then it's like, it's funny because it's like, they're like, the housewives need to be housewives. Like, why aren't they like in the show? He's like, I'm expecting Lisa Rinna to be like a monster because that's what you are in Housewives. And
Yeah,
she's
it was
like,
a mistake.
and she's like, I'll give you a fucking monster, you little bitch. Like, like, which I'm like, get him. And I can't stand Lisa Rinna, but I'm like, get her. Apparently at the reunion, they go like fucking in on, like the reunion is apparently like a bloodbath.
To the point where Rinna has said, I don't know how much of this is going to air, but I'll let you know everything you needed me to say. I said to Colton. So,
yeah, like every single thing. So, he was like, you're a stalker. Like that girl still has a restraining order against you. Like, that they did Full Housewives reunion on these people. And the like everyone that wasn't on Bravo is like, I don't know how you guys do this because it was like, a bloodbath apparently.
So this week is the finale, right, of Traitors?
Yes, it is.
Is the reunion? Well, I guess we'll find out.
I don't know. I'm assuming it'll come right after or the next week, but I want it to just come right. I want to roll right into it right after the finale.
I want to go through some castings, which I think are really fun because we are running at the mouth today. I think the prefix might be a little bit long. Let's go through some stuff quickly, casting stuff, just so we get through more than 4 stories on the prefix. SNL has announced their string of white male hosts for the month of March. Connor Story from Heated Rivalry, Ryan Gosling from Worldwide Fame, and Harry Styles from My Dreams and My Butt. These are all very exciting, but
the U.S. Olympic men's hockey team was going to be there too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler, who, of course, directed Sinners and many of your favorite films, is rebooting The X-Files, and Daniel Deadwyler has been cast as the lead. It's going to be a Hulu series where he's rebooting The X-Files, and people are very, very excited about it.
I might need to go back and rewatch The X-Files.
It's a good one.
I remember being like absolutely terrified of it when I was a kid. And I remember the pilot of it being so fucking good. Like I remember watching it like when Netflix first started like putting old shows on Netflix a million years ago. I remember rewatching a few of the episodes and being like, wow, this was fucking good. Like they don't make it like this anymore, do they?
They really don't. It's like it was a really special show. And you know how like, although this doesn't say so in court papers, I do believe that part of the reason my last marriage ended was because I couldn't stop singing the theme to White Lotus around the house. It was like that part of it. I similarly annoyed my college roommates by singing the X-Files theme. Anytime someone had a question about anything, anytime anything mysterious happened, I would just go.
They don't make them like that anymore. Oh, such a. And remember, it was the blue guy's face, and then it would like go backwards, like
scary.
And then his like poster that said, "I want to believe," and it was a UFO. So good.
It was scary, like the Unsolved Mysteries theme song. All very scary back then. The Wayans brothers have said that if the next scary movie parody does well, that they're going to consider rebooting White Chicks and Don't Be a Menace.
Don't even just do it.
Yeah. I don't know how White Chicks is going to be received, but I will tell you that Don't Be a Menace is something that made me pee my pants.
Yep.
Pee my pants, genius. I don't
still,
know.
To this day,
maybe one of the top 10 funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Still to this day, I will quote, "My milk of magnesia." And then it's that girl. It's like the best thing ever. We watched that like
so
over
good.
and over and over and over again. Oh,
it's so funny.
I know White Chicks could happen. I'm sorry, White Chicks could happen. I'm fine with it.
I'm happy with all of the attention it's going to get because I feel like the last one didn't get enough, to be honest with you.
No, it was big. It was a big movie.
I don't know.
No, Dominic, it was. It was. Anyway.
I mean, big enough, like I don't want to refer to it as an iconic movie. Like, I think it was popular, but I don't think it was like, I don't know, maybe because I also didn't think it was very good.
Millennials
I didn't find it funny.
Yeah. No, we
I wasn't offended. Well, that's why it wasn't, because millennials have poor taste. Jacob Elordi has maybe been offered James Bond. Did we talk about this last week?
We did.
Did it come up? All right. So there's still no confirmation, but there's more chatter about it. Still unsure. Reboots Encino Man. Apparently a sequel to Encino Man, which came out when I was in college, so you may not have been born yet.
I know that I know of it, but I'm not.
Pauly Shore is like a doofus. I can't remember who his roommate is, but they unearth a caveman who is Brendan Fraser, Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. That would have been a movie that was like when you first got like satellite, when you first got DirecTV, that movie was on like 9 million.
Sure.
That Biodome and like
Biodome, Big Man on Campus, Bob Maluga Luga. Like that was another one.
Remember the one where the guy flew to Mars? They went in Mars and he like the monkey got in the thing instead of him. And so I think it's literally called Rocket Man. But the one guy, they're going to Mars and the monkey that they're bringing to Mars gets in the hyperbaric chamber instead of him. So he has to live off of like the food that they've had for like a month while they go to Mars or something like that. That was a movie that was...
I do not know anything about this movie.
I think it was... okay, I'm going to find it. But
do millennials like this movie?
Yes, it was really stupid. This is a really stupid one.
It's fucking
goodbye. Don't make me start with you, by the way.
John Waters has joined the cast of American Horror Story. I always give caution to people who enter Ryan Murphy's universe, but I think John Waters can hold his own there. And also, when you say that you're going to start with me, I'm just curious. When you ever say you're going to start with me, are you going to start with House of Gucci? Is that
do I even need to say anything about House of Gucci? I wasn't even thinking about House of Gucci, and let's not forget that you think it's like a seminal masterpiece.
Not on this holy day will I allow you. Will I allow you to trash House of Gucci? Alan Cumming has confirmed that there's a sequel to Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion coming toward us. Not a reboot. A sequel. Lily Collins will be playing Audrey Hepburn in a new movie that's being made about the making of Breakfast at Tiffany's, the movie, which I love a movie about making a movie. I don't care if it's like feud or anything like that. Here's what I'm curious about. Mickey Rooney playing an Asian person in that film has long been regarded as the most egregious example of golden Hollywood racism. I'm just curious to see how they're going to handle it. And is someone going to have to play? Are they going to have to hire a white actor to play Mickey Rooney imitating an Asian stereotype? You know, they should hire the guy that just won a BAFTA for I Swear. He's already in a published it anyway. Let's just like bring it forward.
Bring it in. Thinking of Lily Collins as her with the coffee cup and the sunglasses and the dress. Feeling good. Feeling great about it, actually.
She looks it's a great physical casting for sure. She can absolutely, she's going to be great. I'm smelling a nomination for her for that. I think.
And she's great. I think a good actor. Like, I mean, obviously Emily in Paris is like, the script is like, we wipe our butts with worse things, but like, I think she can act when she's given something that's, you know.
Yes. And the last bit of casting news, Benito Martinez Ocasio, who we know as a Bad Bunny, will be starring in a new film called Puerto Rico. That's Porto, P-O-R-T-O.
Yeah, P-O-R-T-O, right?
Rico, which is, as Deadline describes it, an epic Caribbean Western and historical drama. It will be his first leading film role. It is being directed by Grammy Award-winning rapper Rene Residente Perez Oglar. I don't care if he's starring in The Bride of Chucky as the bride.
You're viewing. I'm nervous, but no, they'll get the right people to get him like some good acting lessons. You know what I mean? Like,
there is a pedigree cast, I should add. Viggo Mortensen, Edward Norton, and Javier Bardem.
Oh.
The executive producer is Inarritu, who has won 2 Academy Awards for Best Director. Alejandro Inarritu, pardon me.
Yeah,
for The Revenant and Birdman.
Okay, he's not the main. Is he a lead role? Bad Bunny?
Who? Bad Bunny? He certainly is. Yep.
Oh my. Okay. All right. That's a good cast.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm going to see it.
Yeah, sure.
See all of it.
Sure.
Going to probably take my pants off in the movie theater.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. Lauren Boebert.
I'll run through some other family dramas really quickly. Unless I think for my birthday we should supersize the Pre-Fixe anyway.
Sure.
If I'm being honest.
Dominic, do we need a reason?
Brooklyn Beckham. By the way, I posted this on my Instagram stories. Brooklyn Beckham comes out of his what I'm assuming is $1 billion brownstone to co-host some event with Rachel Ray. When I put a photo of the two of them on my Instagram stories and said "hot new couple alert," every week the engagement becomes more for us between us and the listeners or the viewers of our pages. I've never had so many people reach out to me. You got me. I thought this was true. I'm like, on what planet would this ever be true? And how stoned are you to even consider it?
We're never we're always making a joke.
If you just Google Brooklyn Beckham and Rachel Ray, they look like a couple. They look like a mismatched couple, or maybe mother and son.
Yeah. Multiple people coming forward after Victoria Beckham's episode to tell me about Brooklyn Beckham, and they're like, he'll never admit it. But Nicola Peltz is controlling him. Like exactly what the parents are saying.
Of course.
Multiple people are saying.
He's probably, this is the thing, he's probably not even aware of it. I'm not trying to make this guy seem dumb.
No, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
He's obviously a guy that goes from controlling woman to controlling woman, and he's not even aware that it's happening. He thinks by doing her bidding that he's made an independent choice. It's pretty obvious.
Yes.
I agree with
all those people. Multiple people that know what they're talking about. We're like, no, this is it. This is exactly what it is. Anyway.
About a week ago, we were given a tip about something really ridiculous, that Katy Perry was pregnant with a Trudeau baby. It has gained no traction yet. But do you think it's true?
No.
I want it to be true so that he can run again and that she could then be the Jacqueline Onassis of Canada.
Yeah, be pregnant.
And I don't even like Katy Perry. I just want her to do that. Yeah.
I know. You really want him to run again. And everyone's like, every Canadian listener is like, guys, like not only has he not been in office for so long, but like none of us like him anymore. So like, just stop.
I know.
And you're like,
and Canada, I love your country and I respect that, but I still want it. I still want it for visuals. That's it.
Dominic, imagine the shit-eating grins that we're going to see on the two of them if she's like 9 months pregnant and they're walking into some God knows where.
Oh, it will be the victory of all victories. Yeah.
Okay, I have multiple updates.
Go.
A little birdie told me that Meghan Trainor is a monster after the episode aired. And basically that like went on a show and was like, you have to play my new song on this show. And the person was like, okay, but we don't have like a licensing budget to do the song. And the person was like, well, we can't do that. And she's like, well, I'm going to not be on the show then if you don't play my song. And so she was like, I'll just let you do it for free, which is like not how this works at all. And there's like 5 writers on the song. So like all those people need to be paid if it's played on television and all this stuff.
Okay.
And like, they basically had to like come up with like an amount of money that like some people get paid in a year to like play her song on this show so that like she would stay on it. And like multiple other people like didn't get paid because she wanted her song to be played on this TV show. So that's the kind of person.
So they gave into her.
They gave into her, which is like, I don't want them to. But it was a thing where it was like, there was no backup.
Was this
like,
when she was all about that bass or when she was like, I don't
think
talk
it's more
about
recent.
that fat girl anymore?
I think it was more
Which
recent.
era of Meghan?
I think it was more recent. But like putting people in impossible situations and like
so mean when they're skinny.
Yeah. Anywho, so that's a story that I heard, allegedly. All that is allegedly, but I believe it.
Chris, as you know, my birthday is this week. Do you want to know who else's birthday is this week?
I don't know.
None other than the twins of one of the patron saints of this podcast. Jennifer Lynn Lopez's babies, her twins, turned 18 years old this week.
18. Oh, not the same day as you, though.
Not the same day as me, no. But I felt very old to know that her twins were 18 years old. She's done a remarkably good job of sort of keeping them out of the spotlight with Mark Anthony. Max and Emmy, I think are their names. Yeah.
Yes. For how always she is out in the world in pictures, they're never in pictures. Like it's always her choosing to put them on a red carpet with her, like, and it's like voluntary versus like them walking down the street. Do you agree?
I do agree. It's deliberate. She did any star who has kids that are kept out of the spotlight. That is a deliberate choice.
Yeah,
like, because there are stars where we see their kids all the time.
Well, and that's the other thing is like, that's the other thing is like she's probably like, here, have another thing where me and Ben like make out in a corner so that you leave my kids alone. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's why she's doing that, but like we have random stories about her that are so dumb. And it's like, because she's like, okay, you can take pictures of me and now leave so that my kids can like leave and go be with their friends and you don't take pictures of them.
That's how you raise them properly.
100%.
Unless you're a Kardashian and the matriarch says things on her television show like, people don't like to fucking work. And what we didn't know was that she was talking about her 11-year-old child who now runs a company. Sure. Okay. I know. So the release date for one Liza Minnelli's autobiography is fast approaching. It's coming out on March 11th, but Dribs and Drabs are coming out.
How did we not lead with this? How did we not lead with this?
We need to finish strong too.
True.
Because, I mean, look, did you see what happened to Michael B. Jordan at the BAFTAs? We needed to give that a half hour. We need to coddle our friends first. Not that Liza's not. So of all the things that they could leak out of this book,
how dare they?
The one thing they leak is about in 2022 when Gaga had to wheel Liza out to present Best Picture at the Oscars. And Liza's like, released several pages of the book where she doesn't specifically go after Gaga. Gaga is mentioned because I think Gaga got wrapped up in all of it. But she was just like, I had every intention of walking out on that stage. And they told me if I didn't go in a wheelchair, I couldn't go out there. So I didn't have a fucking choice. So they wheel me out there. Lady Gaga's like, I got you. And I'm like, I already got this. What are you doing here? Like, I can walk. I'm old, but I can walk. Really pissed and still pretty pissed about it, which I can understand. I can almost understand it. You're calling bullshit right now with this face. I can tell.
Dominic, I know what I watched on the TV and I watched someone that didn't know where they were is what I saw. Okay, so like,
but enough about Gaga. I want to talk about Liza Minnelli.
You know, like literally. No, truly. This isn't to defend Lady Gaga because it's like, I don't think that Lady Gaga has anything to actually do with it.
I don't actually think she's got a bad bone in her body, Lady Gaga, for real.
No, but just
I think she's a precious human. Honestly.
I don't think that had anything to do. I don't think Lady Gaga's like catching a stray in this story because it's not Lady Gaga being like, she must be in a wheelchair. Why would she give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like she would love have been able to like have Liza under her wing and then Liza has a cane on the other side and then she's like carrying Liza out. Are you fucking kidding me? She would have been like loving that.
She called Liza the R word and then pushed her into the chair. We must be going to different websites then if you don't know this story.
But like Lady Gaga would have like wanted nothing more than to be like hand in hand with her. Do you know what I mean? And like ushering her out. Are you fucking kidding me? It was probably like the insurance of the fucking Oscars being like, no, she can't walk. She needs to be in a wheelchair. And they blamed it on Lady Gaga or blamed it on whoever they needed to blame it on. And like,
someone backstage saw what you saw and they were like, if this woman falls down on the Academy Awards, I mean, what's worse than that?
Done. We're toast.
Someone with Tourette's screaming the N-word at Samuel L. Jackson? What's worse than that?
But like, that's 100% what happened. And then also, again, she's like, Liza, here, read right here. Like, let's not forget she had to be like, this was someone who didn't know who she was when she was on the stage.
Right. Well, and also Gaga having worked with Tony Bennett for the last years of his life. She was definitely giving that energy to Liza.
Yeah, 100. Yes. Like a caregiver, if you will. Wink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like Liza was looking around and then she was like, here's the envelope. And she was like, oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? Like someone who's been presenting awards her whole career, by the way. You know what I mean? So that again, much like when Cher went up there, it's like, you've literally been doing this your whole life. Like, how do you not know?
Liza, I feel you, Liza. As someone who now gets more mail from AARP combined than all the other snail mail I get, I understand. I would be gripping onto a cane. I am gripping onto a cane, an emotional cane, for as long as I can. Coming up on the a la carte, there is a police officer out west who is insisting that Kurt Cobain was murdered and he wants the trial reopened. He wants the case reopened.
Oh, brother.
Shia LaBeouf, the videos of him getting shit canned. Does he just live in the gutter on Bourbon Street now? Can he go home?
He does.
He keeps getting the shit kicked out of him in New Orleans. Brandi Glanville finally finds out that a ruptured silicone breast implant was the reason that she had this parasite for the past couple of years. I don't believe that, but okay. Cynthia Erivo does not give a shit that you want a refund for your ticket because she hasn't yet memorized the 20,000 lines of dialogue that she alone says every night in Dracula. Everyone apparently hates Carrie Underwood. When she went out to sing on Idol, she said half the audience booed. She doesn't know what's happening. I can tell you, Carrie, come to the a la carte. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. And quote unquote, a fan stole Ray J's heart monitor.
Here we go. Here we fucking go again with him. When will we be rid of this?
Well, also apparently last weekend, we'll deal with this on the a la carte as well. Police showed up. There was a domestic violence call at his house again this weekend.
Again.
We're also going to talk about the theme for the Met Gala, otherwise known as the Mess Gala. We're going to let you know why Armie Hammer's mother is even more of a lunatic this week than she was last week. We're going to tell you that Cheryl Burke has had enough with you bullying her eyebrows. Should have led with that. I mean, that's almost more important than
that should have been the beginning of the flagship. Yeah.
And we need to have a talk about Timothée Chalamet's Oscar campaign because it is so cringy now. He is a full Kardashian at this point. He doesn't even need to marry Kylie. He is fully like...
He's Scott. He's Scott 2.0 is what he is, which is horrific.
Yeah.
Rough.
He's he's a well-read Scott Disick. It's terrible. He's full.
It's bad.
I can't. Timothée Chalamet's a douche. I never thought we'd get here. I can't believe we're here.
I kind of
can't believe it.
Anywho.
Well, on that note, you know who's still not a douche? Joey Lawrence. You know, it's my birthday, Joey. Does anyone know Joey? Someone must know Joey Lawrence. I don't want to pay for a cameo. I want one of you to get fucking Joey Lawrence to call me before one of us dies.
Can I get a cameo?
Don't you dare give me a cameo from Joey. I want Joey to call me privately.
I'm going to just slip his phone number in the cameo, your phone number in the cameo, and then he can text you. Anyway, okay. Someone we know knows him. There has to. You know who's going to know him?
It's impossible. I know exactly. Double F's. She's going to get him.
Double F's. Yep. She's 100% going to have his phone number and been friends with him for 35 years. I'm going to text her right now.
She's going to make this happen.
I'm texting her right now. Okay.
What am I going to say when Joey Lawrence calls? First of all, the moment he says, "Hi, Dom, it's Joey," you know what the first thing I'm going to say is, "Oh!" Then my pants are going to fall off.
Oh, God.
All right. We are fixing Kate Beckinsale today.
It's a great episode.
I mean, she's beautiful. It's a great episode. I was indifferent about Kate Beckinsale before this episode. Now I think I'm a fan now.
Yeah, I am too.
To be honest with you.
Too. Yeah.
I like him sort of, nutty.
And we'll fix her after these, what, Dominic?
Vital messages.
Dominic, we have some amazing new guests, new friends, dare I say, after this. You know and love them from their podcast, Right Answers Mostly. It's Claire and Tess. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Hello. We're so excited. We're so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
Not to immediately go to physical appearance, but may I just say that you both are so beautiful.
Oh my God. I mean, please go to physical appearance.
I can vouch.
More of that.
I can vouch.
Like two models on Zoom with us. And for once, I'm not talking about Dominic and myself. Yeah.
Well, right back at you, obviously.
Truly.
Yeah,
look at those muscles.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
God, this is the hottest panel. What a waste. What a waste that we can't all be together the way that the world planned for us,
I agree.
Shame.
Right? Like, why are we podcasters? We're all so cute,
Yeah.
Exactly. For the 5 people that don't know, Claire and Tess, please tell everyone about your podcast.
Tess, take it away. I feel like you're always so good at this.
Oh God, this is just like a beautiful start to an episode. So many compliments. We are a history podcast. We say it's what you didn't learn in history class, but you really wanted to. History is just gossip. So we talk about everything from Salem witch trials to Titanic to true crime to the royals. And we try to make it feel like you're gossiping with your best friend. So it's like fun history.
Yes.
There's so many podcasts that try to do this and they fail, and yours actually succeeds at it, which is like a huge feat, because I feel like there's so many people that try to be like, we're going to be like history, but it's like fun. And it's not. And yours is. So that's good.
Well, thank you. I think key is that neither Tess nor I are historians, but maybe we are gossip experts. Like if there's one thing that Tess and I can do, it is gab. And we love reality TV so much. So we just have to make history our own. So will we compare the Six Wives of King Henry VIII to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Of course, because that's what makes sense to us.
I love that.
Sure.
I love that.
Always.
Sure.
And we're doing a whole Kennedys month right now. So every episode in February are all about the Kennedys. We are in so deep, y'all.
Okay.
We literally are just talking about how hot everyone is for like.
Honestly, so many whores in that story. Whores of all kinds. Sexual, financial. It's insane. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we are in deep. So if you are looking to hear all about the Kennedys, we've got you covered all of February.
We're here to fix Miss Kate Beckinsale.
That is right.
Yeah. I mean, how haunting.
Haunting.
This one's going to be tough.
That.
This one's going to be tough. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. This is one that when you see the name, you're like, huh? And I feel that we're going to be up to stuff during this episode in a way that we didn't think we were going to be. That's all.
100%. I mean, it's a tragic tale in a way,
Yeah, it is.
It is.
In many ways.
Well, every time her name comes up, because she's not someone that I follow or pursue or converse with anyone about really, unless she's like dating someone high profile or is in a hit movie that I would watch, which that Venn diagram has not in a while. Like not for her. Like not that I'm seeing.
She's hurting for roles, which is what we need to. That's
but her name comes up whenever it does, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Kate Beckinsale exists. What's she doing? It's always like that. I'm never pursuing it. But in the 45 seconds of research I've done today, there's a lot.
Anywho, let's get going. Dominic, would you please?
Oh, my favorite part. We're at the middle name game, everybody, where I asked Christopher and our guests this week, Claire and Tess, to guess the middle name of the person we're fixing. This week is Kate Beckinsale. I will give you the following information. Catherine Beckinsale. Those are her legal biological birth certificated first and last names. If it matters, Beckinsale is spelled the way that we all know, and Catherine is spelled incorrectly, Kathryn. So we will speak with the senior Beckinsales about that on a later broadcast. Catherine, middle name Beckinsale, born in Isleworth, London, England on July 26th, close to Christopher, 1973, close to me. So we already have so much in common with her. So that makes her what? A Cancer, Chris, as well? Or is she in the
what
other
was
one?
again? July.
Leo.
July 26th.
Yeah,
she's
Leo.
a Leo.
Oh, she has great hair. She has great hair. She always has.
There it is.
True.
And there you have it. That's all the information. Now, we've been taking it a half step further where I will tell you, in my opinion, is anyone going to get this? I do not think so. However, I think there is a half point opportunity because while I don't think anyone's going to get the name, I think people will guess names that sound like or are close to this name. How's that for nebulous?
Okay. I see what you're saying in a way.
I feel like I'm not sure if it's a family name or if this is an actual British name. I don't know. It could be either.
Oh, God.
Is it pretty?
Okay.
It is. Yeah.
I think Chris
That's
has
a great
something.
question. That's a great question.
Okay, the first name that came to me was Judith. But I'm not guessing Judith. I'm not guessing Judith because that's that.
Okay.
What you're saying to me is not Judith.
Right.
But
And it is not Judith, I might add. We will not take it as a guess.
my guess is Marion.
Okay.
Oh, that's good, Chris. Okay. My first, just before, now I don't think that this is it. My first guess was Rose, because sometimes I feel like these like hot
Beautiful.
little British things.
Beautiful guess.
But then I was like, is it Agnes?
Okay.
Different
Okay.
categories.
Okay.
I'm just going to nod at whatever. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go down the same road because at first I feel like it's a pretty safe bet if you're on the show to guess like Marie, because I feel like that's a huge middle name,
100%.
but it's not that. So I'm going to go kind of in the same realm that you guys are going. And I'm going to say Eunice.
Wow. Okay. This is like
I
the
got
best
it
guesses
too.
we've ever had. Agnes, Eunice, and Marion. I mean, oh my God.
Well, I like the layers that we're peeling back with Claire, where she said, "Is it pretty?" And I said, "Yes." And she comes back with Eunice. Okay, Claire.
That's just for Eunice.
Claire and I definitely differ on what's pretty in a name.
Okay, so Tess and I, what if I was like, my middle name's Eunice, actually? No, I did not. But Tess and I were just talking about this on our podcast. So we're like, it only takes one hot Eunice. So if Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber were to name their child Eunice, it would be the most popular name. So we're
break the cycle.
Break the cycle. Bring back a hot Eunice, if there ever was one.
Sure.
Right.
There has to be one Eunice that was like a dirty slut. Like, you know what I mean? It was like banging every guy in the like speakeasy, and her name was Eunice, and she was like,
she's out there.
Body be banging. You know what I mean?
She's out there right now, I actually
Body
think.
be banging. We're ready for that Eunice.
Okay, Dominic. Are any of us
Oh,
right?
I guess we should reveal it. Catherine Romary Beckinsale. So it's Romary, which could be maybe Cher typed this in and she left out the S and the E. I don't know, but it's like Romary. So that could be a last name, but it also seems like it could be some shortened version of Rosemary.
Yeah.
That over there is called Romary. So please, our British listeners, please look in. I feel like everyone's splitting a point.
I mean,
on this.
Rose and Marie,
Well,
you
maybe
kind of
not
both
you.
got half a point. Rose and Marie, like you kind of got each got
there
half
was
a
a
point.
Rose and a Marie there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are we geniuses? Like,
I
maybe.
mean, I'm going to get a lottery ticket.
Did either of you actually guess those names? You didn't. You said, I wanted to guess this, but then I guessed another one. But we'll give you the half point anyway. Since the game
Claire's patting
doesn't
herself on the
mean
back
anything.
and she said Eunice. So I don't know what she's celebrating about.
You know, someone's going to name their child Eunice after all of this. And I am proud of
I
but
want
honestly,
Eunice.
within the next 3 months, that's going to happen. Because
that's
you
a
put it
legacy.
out there, someone's going to do it.
If
So-
you're a hot Eunice, reveal yourself.
Reveal yourself.
Please send a selfie.
Listeners, if you know a hot Eunice or you are a hot Eunice, write in, please. Send us your photo. And if we don't write back, it means you actually weren't hot. Your dad told you that, but
So
these
sorry.
people, sorry about it.
Okay, now that I can Google her, I'm going right to the IMDb. Okay, let's go ahead. What do we...
So Kate Beckinsale, there's a wiki article that said her first film was in 1993, but I'm seeing something called One Against the Wind, a 1991 British film starring Judy Davis. Her first studio picture would have been, and none of you are old enough to remember this, but Kenneth Branagh did Much Ado About Nothing in 1993.
I know that. I was going to say that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's really
it's truly so good. Everything about it is good except for Keanu Reeves, who I do like and do think is talented, but he was so miscast here. He should.
Sometimes he is very
Sometimes he's good.
miscast.
Sometimes he's, and this was not. Chris, you would love this. It's very like it takes, Kenneth Branagh said it was Tuscany, right? Yeah. And it was, everyone is like, including Emma Thompson, is like lusty and busty and so tan and gorgeous, and Denzel's in it, and everyone's beautiful.
And Kate is beautiful.
I don't remember her being in it.
She's so like sweet and young and like fair, sweet angel face. You know, like it's like a different role for her.
How old is she in that?
20.
20. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The world's at her feet.
Truly.
Yep. Yeah. No, and she does a few other things. Is there anything that before we get to a travesty of a film that she's in?
What travesty are you giving us?
I think that we all know probably. And like one man's trash is another man's treasure. I'll just say that.
That's true, Claire.
In 2001, she's in a little known movie called Pearl Harbor.
And there it is.
And I feel that we all know that movie. We remember it. Remember how bad it was.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the song that they parodied in Team America World Police. They had a song that one of the lyrics in the song was Pearl Harbor sucked, but I love you anyway, or something like that.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but I do remember the first time seeing Pearl Harbor and being like, I think I was in middle school the first time that I watched it. And I was like, that's actually one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen in my entire life.
Correct.
True.
And remains so, may I just say.
She's stunner. And it is a hot movie. Are you guys Josh Hartnett or Ben Affleck?
I love Josh Hartnett.
Fully Josh Hartnett.
Oh, he's so cute in that movie.
I'll be on the outside, but when I was watching, I was like, that is a hunky man, that Ben Affleck.
I mean, he was hot back then.
He was hot. And the spray tan was so good.
Yes, of course he was. He wasn't red-faced and drinking Dunkin' Donuts and smoking the cigarettes and ruining two women named Jennifer's lives.
Not
again,
yet.
By the way, are we clocking this like just today, them holding fucking hands again? I want to jump through my screen of my phone and take J-Lo by the neck and choke slam her. And be like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
They're meant to be together at this point.
Even Puffy and Douchey, that's like a quick fuck in a restroom at a honky tonk as far as I'm concerned.
Of course.
Yeah,
and then you could split a cigarette and some Dunkin' after. Like, it would be a great time.
Absolutely. Cigarette.
Yeah, I'm picturing it.
Me too. I'm picturing it.
Oh, God.
If I can make my cigarette weed, I'll do it. I'll endure him smoking a cigarette around me.
Same.
Do you know in that movie, the makeup artist she had to create the exact perfect red lipstick for Kate Beckinsale. And so she ended up just creating the color, and then Mac ended up doing a line of that color.
That's incredible.
For Harbor Line?
Yes.
Harbor Line.
Wow. I mean, they thought it was going to be a hit. But it sadly. But that doesn't stop her, because then that same year she's in Serendipity, a rom-com.
Love that movie.
And then the thing that I most remember her from,
and this for me too. This next one, I feel like this was what I know. We could talk about Much Ado and Pearl Harbor, but this next one you're going to say is sort of like what put her name in my face.
Is Underworld, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yep.
She was became an action star, which I love. Like, I think at the time that was a perfect move for her to make. And it's giving Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider. It's giving you know what I mean? Some of these other what is her name? In Monster, what is her name?
Charlize
Theron. Charlize Theron ended up doing a bunch of action-y movies where I'm like, oh, I love you being an action star. Like, she kind of becomes this action star in Underworld and then is in Van Helsing with one of my personal favorites, Hugh Jackman.
Van Helsing.
It describes me as my personal favorite. I'll find it.
Yeah, just
I'll
wait.
find it.
And like someone I've ever started with. I don't remember names anymore. Am I okay, everyone? I'm not.
When she
We're
was in
not.
Underworld, was she with Scott Speedman, the one, the only? Was she starring with him in that film? Wasn't he her romantic?
No.
Let's look.
lead?
Let's look.
No, well,
You
know
guys
what?
know a little
It's-
Scott Speedman?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not Scott Speedman.
Sure.
Underrated.
Felicity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Yeah. Hot.
You found your
I was
people.
unlike the three of you, I was a full adult when Felicity was on television. So my formed brain at that time remembers Scott Speedman. A hot piece of ass. I bet he still is today too.
It is
I
Scott
don't know what
Speedman. It is Scott Speedman in the movie.
we stared each other down once at a bar when I was single back in the day.
Stop.
Oh.
Actually, no, I wasn't single. I had a boyfriend. That's why that was the
Doesn't
problem.
matter. Who
in
cares?
that
So
moment, you were single.
Truly, that whole night.
So,
Yeah.
so what you're admitting to the world is that you do in fact live with regret. It's fine. We all do. We all do.
No, I went home and like sobbed. I was like, I lost my chance of having sex with that man.
It's worth noting, by the way, as she's coming up, she's with actor Michael Sheen for quite some time. And in 1999, she gives birth to their child. I don't know. Is this a son or
Lily,
daughter?
I think.
Lily. Yes. Lily
Tess is
Sheen.
a Kate Beckinsale expert.
Who?
Who
Me
knew?
or Tess?
So Tess.
Oh,
No, I
Tess
used
is.
to,
Oh,
like,
I'm
go
literally
deep.
reading from a card. I'm like, I'm not an expert in anything.
She looks so much like, when she was little, she looked so much like Michael Sheen, which, you know.
Lily
Rough.
did.
Rough.
Yes.
Okay.
And are they still dating Sarah Silverman? Am I thinking of the right guy? They're not
You
still
are,
dating.
but they've broken up.
Okay, got it.
You know, I mix up Michael Sheen and Tom Hiddleston all the time in my head.
They have
In like an
similar
Andowed
features.
Margot Martindale way. Like I know they're not twins, but like they give me each other for
But they are.
some reason.
Same vibe.
Totally.
Yeah. And
So they have a kid together. Are they married?
they are not. They never married. They never married. And when they split up a year later, she married Len Wiseman, who I think was the director of Underworld. And there were this is where the other part of Kate Beckinsale is born, because the rumors were that she had cheated on Michael Sheen with Len Wiseman. And so she became a little bit of like a Mata Hari sort of character in Hollywood. But everyone involved with that love triangle has said that that was not true, that she and Michael Sheen were done long before, blah, blah, blah. Like if this was true, how could we raise our daughter together? Michael and I hang out all the time.
They are like best friends.
Michael and Kate. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He must have something about him. No, I don't find him to be the hottest.
Yeah, but sometimes you see him act, you're like, I bet you really just put on that charm. And like, I think he's like a funny British guy.
Well, and we've fallen for that before, haven't we, Tess?
Yes, we have.
No.
Yes, we have.
So
name him.
God.
Name him.
We'll talk offline. You guys will be shook.
Oh, I can't wait.
Dear God. Dear God.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Cut the mics.
Oh, God. She does Van Helsing. And then the next movie she's in is The Aviator, which was like, didn't it win Best Picture?
No, it was nominated. It was nominated, though, for sure. It won a lot of awards. Oh, your girl Kate Blanchett won the Oscar for playing Kate Hepburn in The Aviator.
Bitch, my main bitch. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we love both of them. And then she played Ava Gardner in The Aviator, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
she did.
So like
that I forgot about.
I'm sorry, but like Pearl Harbor no more, because like Underworld, Van Helsing, and The Aviator, 3 very successful films. Sorry to tell you.
Yeah, she erased it. She definitely erased the memory of Pearl Harbor with The Aviator for sure.
And I still feel like she is good in Pearl Harbor. I'm like going to spend the rest of this podcast defending Pearl Harbor, I guess.
Really
I don't
are.
know why I'm dying on that hill, because I think it's like feels very campy and like fun to me now. But yeah, I mean, those are bigger films that I did not realize that she was in. Because to be honest, I think about her in Pearl Harbor and like Click.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my
which
God.
I know we
need to talk
ourselves.
about it. We need to talk about Click.
I mean, I saw
Talk
Click
about
in the theater. I saw Click in the theater.
Click was huge.
Click made me weep when I was a child. Like, I felt sick to my stomach. I can't deal with that kind of time stuff. Like, it makes me very upset.
Will you please tell me and the listeners who don't know what Click is? Can you fill me? Because I don't think I'm familiar with Click.
So it's Adam Sandler, and he's the guy, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know why I took the reins on this, because I think I've seen the movie once. He decides that he's so over his life and his life could be better. And so then he gets this device from Tess, your celebrity crush.
Leo?
No, Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Guys,
it's a long story.
Odd.
It's a long story, but Tess feels him. So
think about it.
He creates this remote where you can where you can rewind your life and fast forward your life. Like you can base your life off of a remote. And Kate Beckinsale is his
I remember wife. Sure, and she was in it. For a minute, I was confusing it with Switch, starring Will Smith.
Oh,
like when you said
you're thinking of Hitch. No, you're thinking of Hitch, Dominic.
No, wait. Hitch. Then what's the movie? No. Then what's the movie?
Jason Bateman.
Yes, and Jennifer Aniston.
Great movie, actually.
Oh, God. Oh, what's
I am
happening?
thinking of Hitch. What's happening is that I smoked too much weed before you all were born. That's what's happening.
I thought you were about to say before you recorded. I was like, I wish Tess and I would have known.
Yeah, we could have had a little party.
Yeah.
By the way, before Claire takes before Claire takes us through the rest of the history of Click, before I forget, want to, since you're dying on the hill of Pearl Harbor, I want to remind you about how many Razzie nominations it received.
I knew you were going to Google the Razzie nominations.
Please. Isn't it like one of the most?
It's so funny that it didn't, I don't think it won any Razzies, but it was nominated for Worst Screenplay, Director, Remake, Screen Couple. And by the way, all three of them were nominated, Ben, Josh, and Kate, for Worst Screen
Couple. That feels unfair.
Ben, Worst Actor, and then Worst Picture. And even though it didn't win at the end of the decade in 2010, it did come back in some form as Ben Affleck was nominated for Worst Actor of the Decade. And that was included in his dossier.
God,
along with Daredevil, Gigli, Jersey Girl, Paycheck, and Surviving Christmas.
Justice for Jersey Girl. It's a fun movie. It's a fun little time.
So far from you guys, we're supposed to like Jersey Girl, find Christopher Walken sexually attractive. Pearl Harbor is a good movie, and the name Eunice is pretty. This is going strangely.
You need to stand out somehow. But have you seen Sarah Plain and Tall when he's like in his 40s?
Go. Oh, he has to go.
Glenn Close? It's an iconic.
You broke Dominic.
Call out Sarah. What next? What will come out next? Temple Grandin? How dare you, Sarah Plain and Tall me right now?
You just never know what you're going to get.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I am
Sarah Plain and Tall broke Dominic.
Oh my God, I'm broken.
It breaks a lot of people.
Oh.
But it broke me as a young girl.
It really did. I was like, what an emotional movie. The drought, the winds.
All right, let's get back to Click. I'm so sorry.
Going back to Click, basically he gets this like remote control where he can like fast forward and rewind his life and like redo all the things that he wants to do.
Now I remember it. Yes.
And he like eventually like pushes away all of his family members and like ruins his whole life trying to do this. And then he like realizes it's very like Miracle on 34th Street. Not really, but like It's a Wonderful Life where he's like, oh no, I have everything I need right now and I already have it. And like, you know what I mean?
I don't even want to hear it from you. You got Kate Beckinsale as your wife. Like, what are you complaining about? Why
you don't zip it? You don't need a remote control. Okay?
No. But I do think he rewinds it a couple of times, like for them to have sex or whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's a very like hearkening him back to Punch Drunk Love where he does like a dramatic role. Like it's like funny, but then at the end he's really sad and it's not Billy Madison. It's not Happy Gilmore. It's like, it was a movie where he was like, oh, I can like do serious scenes again, you know?
Like Spanglish kind of for him.
Yes, correct.
And he can, you know, but this isn't about Adam Sandler.
But then she does like Underworld Evolution, Underworld Rise of the Lycans. Remember that one?
No. I never saw these.
No.
Either.
And it's like the second and third version of Underworld, where it's like just another version of and she gets paid a shitload of money, I'm sure, for it. It does really well at the box office for men. You know what I mean? It's very Lara Croft Tomb Raider-esque.
Mm-hmm. And she was. Just her in general.
Yes.
I don't know why she didn't assume that role more.
Yeah, like what happened? I mean, gorgeous, the body, like everything was just like such a sex symbol.
Like, why did there are stories here we're not hearing. She only had one child, so she can only use Lily Sheen as an excuse for so long.
Yeah.
It's so true.
But I don't know. I feel like she should have been more like in the top 5 of like, we need a badass. Like, was she in line to play Wonder Woman? I wonder. Like, she should be in that. Like, it's like if you want someone badass, it seems like what you would call her. Like when someone's like, this character's annoying, you call Anna Kendrick. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of thing. Like, let's
talk about it.
I'm so sorry, Anna. I like Anna Kendrick. Why am I needlessly coming?
I understand what you're saying. But like Martin Scorsese was interested in her for The Aviator. Like that's where I'm kind of like, so she had that sort of high clout and then like no one was calling her after that?
But that's what I'm seeing. Wait, but what I'm seeing is like, is she doing, it's like she did The Aviator and then they're like, and then you did a fucking sequel to Underworld? Like, really? Like, you should wait for a better role, but then she does Click. You know what I mean? I feel that she's, and then these other movies that I'm seeing in between the then 3 other Underworld movies that she does.
Too many.
It's like, there's Whiteout, Everybody's Fine, Contraband, Republicans Get in My Vagina. What's that? What's that?
What?
Total Recall.
Total Recall, the remake, yes.
The remake.
Saw that one.
Again, none of The Trials of Kate McCall. What are these movies?
Wait, can you go back to the Republican vagina one? Are you serious? Was that a joke?
What is going on?
It was a Funny or Die sketch.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Where it's Kate Beckinsale, Judy Greer, and Andrea Savage spread the message that the one thing women really want in their vagina is the government. It's like about like regulating.
Wait, we need to watch this after.
We do need to watch this because it seems fun.
Yes, it does. I feel like with the Underworld stuff after Aviator, it seems like she was like, I just want to get my bag. And with Click.
Yeah.
Like, and who could blame her for that? But
is her husband directing these subsequent Underworld movies? Because that could explain why, like, if it was just a family affair.
Maybe she had a contract for like she had to do all of them.
Yeah, there's like you're contracted for 5 and you have to do 5. Because they're years in between. Like Underworld Rise of the Lycans is like original one is 2003, 2006, then 2009, then 2012, and then the last one is 2016. So it's really like every 3 years she does one of these. And she probably is living off that money forever, which is like smart. Very Orlando Bloom of her.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, he must just have so much money, right? Because Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes. We fixed him and we were like, oh, well, every 3 years he just does one of those 2 movies and like gets paid probably like $50 million. So he's like, fine.
It's going to happen one day. You know, who did we hear about recently? Oh, that Zoe Saldana was the highest grossing actress of all time because she had these small parts in like like all the, the Avengers, the Guardians, the Avatars. She's been in all of those. And so she's billed as like highest grossing, which does not translate at all to being the most bankable. That's going to happen to Orlando Bloom as well because he's been in all these movies. He'll be the highest grossing actor and half the world will be like, whom? Isn't that Katy Perry's boyfriend?
Wow.
And honestly, what a way to do it.
Truly.
Why not?
Heartthrob for half his life. Now it's just kind of like, oh, you do your thing, you weird little.
It's literally like living your life being safe on a reality competition show. And that's fine because you made it to the end and you have all that coin. So who gives a shit?
So true.
The only thing I saw of hers outside of the like first couple Underworlds, like since, is this movie called Love and Friendship that she was in. That was this teeny tiny little movie. It's her, Chloe Sevigny, and some guy that I don't know. And it was like a Jane Austen short story that they did. And it was very period, very like Gilded Age-esque. And I remember really liking it. And
I remember this movie too.
And I really liked it. And I thought she did a great job. But it was just like, it was the one thing I saw of her that I was like, oh, you're good at this versus all these other weird roles that I like truly never have heard once in my life.
She's good at period stuff. Like she really like fits into that time.
Which I think is, and I was going to even say this a second ago, shocking when you see her personal life or her digital footprint now. Because if it wasn't for her digital footprint now, I'd be like, she's probably pulling Cameron Diaz where she's like, I did make a lot of money and now I like don't really want to work that much. And I'm going to fade into the background and just like have a legacy. But like, I don't know if that's her story.
I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like it.
No.
Well, let's transition to personal because we like basically she does a bunch of Underworld movies and then like a bunch of things that aren't well received at all. And she's not picking the right roles. I can say that much. Maybe she needs a new manager more than anything else, but she's not picking the right roles at all. So
she splits with her husband in 2015. and keep in mind, she's been in, it's very funny. And obviously it's only because she's a woman that we're paying this much attention, but she was in 2 very long-term relationships back to back. They were both with show business people, but it was all very quiet. And then in the past 10 years, she's just, whatever is Lotharia a word? Is that a female version of Lothario? But she definitely has that reputation, whether or not it's earned. I mean, she's had a series of very high profile boyfriends and is treated as women are when they're in this position, meaning single, treated unfairly by the gossip rags in a way that someone her age, and she's in a lot of May December romances as well, which, as we know, is always looked at differently when the woman is the December in the relationship.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's she hooking up with?
Let's talk about it.
Let's begin. So the first one that we at least know about was she was in a relationship with none other than Matt Rife in 2017.
Yes, Claire.
Yeah. And by the way,
Claire's holding her face. Claire's upset.
Plus or minus a few years, all these relationships are like 20 to 22 year age difference with most of these people.
Go off, girl.
Well, that's the thing. I don't, you guys don't know me well, but I am in that respect, I'm the Kate Beckinsale of this podcast. 20 is almost my minimum at this point because I'm 88 and I don't have much time left. So she dates Matt Rife for a hot second and
which don't they look alike? Tell me they don't look alike.
I could see that.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe then, but Matt's done stuff to his face now, so he doesn't look the same to me.
I mean, so has she. He, I think, is such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
We're not a fan. We are not a fan of his.
No.
Oh, they kind of
would say the same.
Similar.
Don't they look alike? Well, just energetically.
It's a very strong jaw. It's very strong jaw.
I will reinforce your opinion, already existing opinions of him. But in years later, when she started dating Pete Davidson, someone asked Matt Rife about it, and he went on record by saying, "Good luck," and run in the other direction, like saying very not complimentary things about Kate Romery Beckinsale.
Honey, you're so lucky she even fucking touched you.
No,
breathe in your direction.
No kidding. You'll never find a woman that beautiful that lays her eyes on you ever again.
So after Matt Rife, she has a brief, I think it was a fling with Jack Whitehall. They were just seen like, it might have been just a game of grab and giggle. I don't think that they were, they might have had just a couple of PDAs. I don't know if they had like
they kind of look like, sorry to step
they do
over
a little
you.
bit. Jack Whitehall's a comedian, by the way. If you know, he's a comedian. So obviously she likes funny men, which is cute. And then in 2019, when it comes to like relationship gossip rag fire, she hit the mother load and started dating Pete Davidson, which is always.
So is this before Kim or after Kim?
Before Kim.
Well, it is before Kim and after Ari for Pete.
And after Ari.
Oh, so he leaves Ariana Grande and then dates Kate Beckinsale. And then we're like, Kate Beckinsale still around? Like, I feel like that was when we kind of like came back into the fray.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
Yes. I remember like the public sort of like reaction though being very much like good for him. Like still very like speaking a little bit more positively about her than we might see now. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think so. I totally forgot about them.
This was very sexual.
I knew there was like 4 of these men. Like it feels like she was just dating around, which is like great. Live your life. But it felt very like I'm trying so hard to be in a celebrity couple. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to like pluck some young guy out of like and make him famous by dating me. And I'll look.
They were also quite public
I'll be in
too,
the press
like,
again.
Quite public.
They were quite public, like making out in the front row of Knicks games. Public. Also, like they were not. This was not like a secret romance.
No, and it was very sweaty, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what I mean? Very
totally.
like, look at what I'm doing, so you take pictures of me again. Which is sad because she's so beautiful and like,
oh my God,
you would think you would want to take pictures of her. No?
Do you guys remember the paparazzi photos of her with a really dark spray tan, like a not okay spray tan next to him, and he looks like a shook, pale little ghost boy.
Really? I don't remember it.
Oh my God, you guys, you have to look these up. She looks like stunning, like unreal, but the spray tan is offensive.
So you're in blackface, basically.
100%. Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale spray tan. Googling it right now.
I mean, something that we have learned before is like, if you're getting a spray tan, you have to know what shade the people around you are going to be, because it can be startling.
And your background. We did a live show once with a red curtain. And let me just say that we looked...
Oh, no.
Yeah. It really brought out the orange in it. But, it's you live and you learn.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Ariana Grande, speaking of spray tan, speaking of, change one's race whenever they want to.
Exactly.
So she and Pete were only together for a couple of months, and then she briefly moved on to a Canadian musician whose name was Goody Grace. He was 22 and she was about 47 at the time. So this was like her biggest gap.
Goody Grace, like Goody Proctor?
Yeah, right?
Oh, he's not for me. He's not for me.
He actually looks a little bit like a witch too, if we're going to go down that road.
So young looking. This is bad.
She was going for the pale boys.
He looks like 16 years old though, I have to say.
He looks super young. Yeah.
And gay. Can I say that? Sorry.
I mean, we're all thinking
he looks fluid to me. Let's just say he looks sort of aimless.
Fluid.
And then as of 2023, she moved on to an actor named Matt Atwater, who I'm not familiar with, but he's Bradley Cooper-esque and a hot piece of ass. I will say
he's cute.
Matt Atwater?
Uh-huh.
He's very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She has a type. It's where they're like dark hair and blue eyes or a ghost.
Yeah. And like scrawny.
And scrawny.
I feel like I've seen him in something. I feel like he was in stuff from like, I don't know. He looks kind of familiar, but he's cute. He kind of looks like her first husband more, her first husband, I think, is the hottest out of all of them. Or not her first, the Underworld guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's his name? Len Wiseman? Yeah. The director. Yeah. I agree with you that he's Len is the most physically appealing of all of these.
Oh, yeah.
When he was younger.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Kind of looks like her too, actually.
They all look like her, weirdly. Am I wrong?
Do you think she's manufacturing all of these people somewhere in a basement? Like she's
3D printing them.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so hot. I just want to be with someone as hot as me.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
But like the energy of it, and you've named like all these people and they're like truly years apart from each other. But the energy for so long has been like, oh God, who's she dating now? You know what I mean? It's like very... And that's like wrong for us to feel that way because it's like truly there's like a year in between every single one of these relationships. But but it's very like, it seems that she's bouncing from guy to guy to guy to guy that's younger to younger to younger to gayer to younger to gayer to younger and whiter and whiter. And that she's more spray tan and spray tan. And it's like it's not a great look. And then that's when we then see her like on her Instagram, like walking around in these weird outfits, right? Remember this?
Right. And rail thin with bows in her hair. And for lack of a better term, being kooky. Like she's a kooky. There's like a Parker Posey, Juliette Lewis sort of fairy kooky dust. And it's like, we get it. Like we love people like that. Like Natasha Leone. We love that in a celebrity. We love it. But hers was, it was borderline though. It was like overly kooky to like, it felt like we should be concerned. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but it was in a different, it was in a different category, and she also, for whatever reason, lost weight, and we know that it's unfair. And of course, we know it's not our business, but she was looking mildly unhealthy for a time. And that's when people start to speak up, as they do with male or female celebrities.
And putting it all over the internet.
Seacrest, we're looking at you. So it happens to men too, but it happens to women more.
Well, it happens so quickly to her. I think that was like the thing. It was like, oh, hot Kate Beckinsale is dating these younger men. And then it was like, whoa, almost like overnight. It seemed like she became a little unwell.
To be fair, she was, what was her, was she ever over 130 pounds ever in her life? No. So it's not like she would had to lose that much weight to look bad. You know what I mean? Like it's so.
To me, it was mainly the bows being a cry for help.
Yeah. And like she was wearing like a corset. It was like a corset with like a little skirt and then like huge, like big, huge boots that you would buy from Hot Topic that were like, right. I vividly remember that. And she's like walking through a forest and we're like, what's happening?
I love the bow. I love the bow as a flare, as the cry for help. It's just like, Kate, if you're being held hostage, wear a bow.
And she's like, I got him.
Just anything. Yeah.
Yeah. It is just like, it's one of those where it makes you go, oh. And like, I do mean with this, with the most love and light and respect, but it's like giving hints of what we see on Britney's Instagram almost.
Sure.
You know?
Yes.
We're just like, who's filming this? Like,
and the first time we saw that, we were like very concerned. Now it's just a day in the life. You know, now we're just like, oh, Britney's there.
Now
she's
it's
good.
right.
She's in her home.
Art. Yep.
She's in her home. We're good. We're good to
dance.
go.
Yeah.
We're always checking in with her.
She's doing more talking to the camera now too. I was talking to her the other day.
Brittany?
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, okay.
She would you guys.
Yeah.
What?
Uh-oh.
No posts on her Instagram.
No.
This is live.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Okay, because I have to say the last thing I heard from her, this was maybe a couple months ago, was that she lost both of her parents. This is really, really sad.
She did.
Around the same time. And she was like, I am not well. I've been dealing with sick parents who were my life, my best friends, my everything for about like 5 to 10 years. I think they both were sick. And I think it even put her in a darker place, of course. But I do not think she's okay.
Well, maybe the no posting is actually a good thing. And she's like taking care of herself and like.
But look, a black icon, no photo even.
That's not good.
Oh, I don't see. This is the thing. Yes, I like that she's like, let me not be here right now. But again, like I'm happy Britney's dancing because then we have eyes on her. We know she's okay in her house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she needs to
talk about this every episode.
She needs to put a rug on that foyer floor.
She looks so uncomfortable.
But I know she's at home and okay. You know what I mean? Enough. Like,
that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's like
this does give me pause that she's gone black and her icon is black.
No, that is scary.
Well,
guys,
the last thing I remember, and we actually talked about this on the pod in a Pre-Fixe a couple of months ago, she did a video addressing the weight loss and her mother's death. And she was I am totally paraphrasing here. She's like, stop acting like assholes. Yes, I've lost weight. I'm very stressed out because my mother has died. It's been very difficult and leave me alone. So I don't know when she deleted it. I'm seeing online now that she periodically does wipe her Insta clean, like once a year. And it seems like she might have done this recently. And that's
I keep tabs on her. I do. You know, I always have. I used to follow her daughter on Instagram. I remember that very specifically. I don't know why.
I will say, like, just clicking around her IMDb and just seeing like stills of like more recent things she's in, like she looks great in them. Like it's not like she's not like looking wrecked and like being like, when I see her in an acting role like it, she looks great. So I'm like, we could be there. Does she want to be back there though?
Well, and that's the question.
Oh, she was at that variety party where I think that was like her last like big public appeance, right? Where it says that she stood up for Blake Lively.
No, brother, no, don't tell me this.
Goodbye.
Sorry, I shouldn't have even said it.
I'm not fixing this bitch. Fuck that.
Oh, God. You can cut. You can edit because we lost so many followers after we did an episode all about that drama. So
it's just not even worth it.
Oh, people beg us to do more about it, and we're sick of it.
No, I'm sick of it.
So sorry I mentioned it, but she looks a little tough here. Like she looks,
Oh, she has the big bow.
She has the big bow. And she's wearing like a pink corset, and her hair is pretty badly highlighted. I have to say, I was like, honey, keep it dark.
No, natural. I mean, she's been gifted with great hair, like great hair naturally.
Yeah, she's got Leo. Photos of her. She was so pretty.
Oh my God. Wait, okay. So
she hasn't, I will say, she hasn't fucked up her face though. Like she doesn't have like a facelift that's turned her into a different person. And you would think that someone like this would resort to this. And I feel that she has not done that. And I feel good about that.
I don't know if I 100% agree with you, Chris.
Okay.
But maybe I'm looking at a different, it could be a filter, but I'm looking at something where I'm like, you do not look like yourself, girlfriend.
Well, I think the problem with Hollywood that we're going to run into is that we're never going to be able to make a period piece again because people are changing their face.
Truly.
You know what I mean? Like when Faith Hill did whatever that show was, like 1873 or whatever. I love Faith Hill. She's so gorgeous, but the veneers were so bright, you know? And it's just like, I do not believe that you are in a covered wagon on the Oregon Trail right now, sis.
Yeah, like you,
You know, like
veneers chiclets, those chiclets can't be slapping together on like the frontier.
No. And like everyone is just looking tight these days.
I don't know though. I mean, seeing the picture of her with the little ponytail up with the bow in her hair, she looks incredible.
No, she still looks, she hasn't. I think she gets a little doop doop, like nothing.
Oh no,
crazy.
she's doing stuff to her face. Let's be clear. I'm saying she doesn't. She hasn't gone into like uncharted territory where we like don't know what's happening.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. Yes, agreed.
Oh, she is beautiful. Yeah, she's
literally
absolutely
stunning.
Beautiful.
So
this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I mean, I feel like we're pulling up to the arena here, and I'm not fully formed yet with what I need her to do. I'm not sure what direction
I have
want
a
her to go
direction.
in. And we've been in this position before where we really don't know if the person like wants to be fit. Like she could just not want.
No,
we don't know this. We don't know
like,
the real reasons why she's not. Because we know she should be. We know she should be bigger than this, and there's got to be a reason. It's not.
I mean,
her child is an adult.
She's had movies come out in 2025. It's not like she like doesn't act. Like she's doing stuff. It's just not.
They're just like so.
They're just shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea. It's not a full like formed idea, but I think that we should. Is this the time?
Okay.
No.
This would be the time.
Okay, sorry.
What will happen?
No, almost though. Almost.
Oh my God, sorry. I'm being like such a Virgo
it's
right
okay.
now.
No,
It's okay.
that means you
my
love the
show.
idea, and I'm anxious to hear it. I mean, you're
yeah.
champing, and I love that because it's probably going to be better than ours, to be
No,
honest
it's
with
not.
you.
But
Chris and I are going to give our ideas, and then you guys, if you so choose, have an opportunity to pitch your own. And if it makes Chris and I faint, you'll just become the winner.
Okay.
And that does happen a handful of times.
Yeah, it has happened.
Yeah.
You have to knock us off our feet though, where we're like, we have to throw our ideas in the fire.
Oh wait, well, I have more faith in Tess.
No, God, no. I'm like literally. Well,
But you don't have.
You're
to
not
pitch.
obligated. You're
You
not
don't have to
obligated.
pitch.
I do
Yeah.
want to pitch.
Okay. Here we go. Kate Beckinsale, Catherine, Judith,
Romery.
Rose, Romary, Eunice, Beckinsale. I want Kate Beckinsale in a rom-com where she is basically playing herself and she's a movie star and she's dating all these younger men for fame. I need her to like put respect on her own name in this movie, and we will all watch that. And I want her body be banging. I want her to get like banged out 7 Ways from Sunday in this movie. Like we're all with all these like young, hot, like Jacob Elordi, like all these like young, way younger than her hot men that are like stars and up and coming stars. And she's getting destroyed by them in the best way. And we're loving it. And she can't choose which one of them to be with. And we're like coming our pants over how great this movie is with her in a rom-com. But then once that movie comes out and we all love it, I need her to write a memoir. And I know I pitch this all the time, but like I need a memoir from her because there is absolutely something that we do not see from her. And I think it is deep. And I think that there is something that she is going to tell us about fame or the industry, or like was she mixed up in Harvey Weinstein? Was she mixed up in like these other people? Like was Len, whatever his name was, that hot guy that she was married to, was he a monster to her? Like, and he was hot. Now that I Googled pictures of him, like especially
they get along.
then.
They do get along well, though. Apparently,
In 2006, he was like what hot men were supposed to be, and like, damn. Anyway,
exactly.
Like, I need a memoir that is a good, real memoir where she like bears it all to us.
I love that.
Same.
And even her being like in the Aviator and like having that like, oh my God, I'm about to be so famous. And then just like being an Underworld 75. Like that is fun to go on a ride with her in a memoir.
Yes, like what happened?
And I need a good ghostwriter with her, a really good ghostwriter.
The same one that did Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
Yes.
Or Mariah Carey or one of these really good ones. That's my pitch. I want a 1-2 punch of like basically a trailer in the movie. Like one of the trailers is her memoir. You know what I mean? Like, and
that's
then
genius marketing.
All over the place.
I love it. I think it's perfect.
I agree.
And that's my pitch.
It's kind of like, it would be like what Charlie's doing with The Moment now. Like that kind of film. Yeah, I think that's perfect. And I think it's brilliant.
Brilliant.
So Christopher, like your pitch, mine is also two-pronged. It does not involve a film, or a memoir. No, it has two other different prongs. It's going to make deciding a little bit difficult, but
I'm so
we're a complicated and layered podcast. I want her to do two things. I know she's funny because I've seen her interviewed before. I know she's dry. I know she's kooky. And I would love to see her. She's 52 years old. She'll be 53 this year. Rue McClanahan was 51 years old when the Golden Girls started. 51. In a world where there's an updated version of the Golden Girls that we're not calling And Just Like That, I want it to be an actual comedy with those same, you know what I mean? Like update it. I'd put her in any role there because we are continually, this subject comes up all the time where 50 now is so much different than 50 was in the last century, like night and day. She's literally older than Blanche was when it started. Put her in any role except maybe for Sophia. Update the Golden Girls. Have Kate. It'll be on a streamer so we can curse. That's very important.
Yeah,
if we
get
can
some
curse on the
edgy.
Golden Girls.
Yeah,
Of course.
She could play any of those roles because she is what 50 is now. 50 is 30 now. It's very well, at least for her it is. So I would love to see her do that. And at the same time, even though she's become an unwitting spokesperson for May, December nonsense, I need to see her be a spokesperson for an app that hooks up older women with younger men. I need to see Kate. She doesn't have to own it, but I need her to be the face of it.
Love that.
So smart.
And that's it. Now, I know we're leaning too much into like slut territory, but I mean, at least on this podcast, that's a positive. Slut's the goal, actually. So we want, that's what I want her to step into. And it's like, she's beautiful, she's talented, and let's exploit the stuff that she's being known for. And we'll take it from there. Not part of my pitch. Those bows got to go. They're not. They're not.
I love the bows. I'm in on the bows. I'm in on the bows. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Those scare me.
I love the bows. I love the bows.
I think
it gives me, anytime an adult's wearing a bow, it's giving me Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Even someone as beautiful as Kate.
I know.
There's also a ribbon bow and there's a bow, and she's doing a bow.
Shit is different.
Yeah.
She's like, I belong under a Christmas tree, sort of.
There's something there mentally. Yeah.
She's like, unwrap the
She's
gift.
like a 4-year-old at his Holy Communion bow tie in velvet. That's what she's putting in her hair.
I love it. I think it looks
very
great.
caricature. I mean, it's very campy.
A letter to Daddy.
That is it.
Claire, Tess, so you have Christopher's memoir and movie where she gets banged out by 7 studs and chooses, and also retains the bows. In my pitch, she loses the bows, is a spokesperson for May December relationships with women being in December, and then does a new Golden Girls. Will you be choosing one of these, or would you like to test the waters and throw your own pitch in here?
I mean,
Claire, what was your original idea?
Well, no, because it's not good. It's not good.
You know what? If it's not good, we'll just put it on the Patreon.
Okay, well, Patreon listeners can. I was just, you got to throw everything at the wall. And like something that, like someone who I think went through a huge rebrand is Pamela Anderson. So 100%. I think that we need to kind of live in the worlds that Pamela Anderson has. But I don't think that, I think who Pamela Anderson is at her core is what she's doing, where it is like the no makeup and the gardening and all of that stuff. But I don't think that's who Kate is. Like, I think she's kind of like a gritty London girl. So I don't know if we could do that with her.
I think after the memoir and we learn about her more, then she can do that.
100%. I agree. I do think that like each pitch so far, it's like, well, we're going to do all of them. We just have to do the stepping stones of them.
Correct.
You know? Tess, what do you think?
I do have an idea.
Okay.
That I actually think is kind of good.
Okay.
It just came to me about 2 minutes ago. Okay. So, we're kind of like missing like a Joan Rivers-esque type of personality. Like, I think she would be a great talk show host and have people. Yes, hear me out. I think we're missing almost like an early 2000s Tyra Banks that's unhinged and like not that prepared. I feel like she could bring you. I know. I think she could bring people into her like London flat. One, she's a little bit mentally better and just like be kind of like, it could be even like a YouTube show. Or not.
Even better.
And I think she could interview people about like funny, silly things. And at the same time, I think she should release a line for women in London for extensions because she's always had great hair and we're not talking about it enough.
When you're pitching this, the tone I'm getting from it is much more Pee-wee's Playhouse with her as Pee-wee is sort of that's what I'm feeling of her hosting
which is fun.
It is fun.
I loved Pee-wee's Playhouse.
For sure.
with that show, it would be like, it would thrive in like a YouTube community.
Yes, like kind of like a kooky.
Right.
And she's bringing people on there. Like, why is Kate Beckinsale talking to Michelle Obama? But it kind of just works in a way.
It would have sort of like a Hot Ones trajectory. You know, like I bet it would get picked up and start winning awards.
Everyone
after
has
a
to
while.
wear a bow that comes on as a guest with a huge
Love it.
bow
No,
on
I'm
their
not
head.
watching
I'm in.
I'm canceling this.
I knew
It's
that would get
over.
Chris. Trying to get the point.
Okay, here's where you messed up, Tess, and I'm going to tell you why.
No, tell me.
Not only did you say Joan Rivers, which Dominic worked on the Joan Rivers show as an intern, so that's an immediate, like,
What?
nothing will ever live up to it.
There's history. Yes.
She's my icon.
He also did the warm up for the Tyra Banks show for a season, and so
Stop. We need to be interviewing you.
Yes.
that's
What?
clistery.
Oh my
That's
God, there's a
clistery.
photo coming. There's a
Hold on,
frame
you're about to see a
coming.
photo of Dominic as a young child with Joan Rivers.
Oh
Stop
my
Was
God.
she everything?
and more. Yes, it
Oh.
sits behind me. It sits in every shot.
That's amazing.
But I'm sorry. I feel like she needs a breakthrough back into like A-list status before
No,
she
you're
does any
right.
of this
Not
stuff.
like making fun
Yes.
of like
She
another
can't do
avenue.
a YouTube. She can't do a YouTube channel. That's
Just
like
It wasn't
That's
a good
sad
idea. It was.
for
I
her.
thought it was, and now
But
I'm
you know-
talking it
but-
out.
It was
But
a good
once-
idea. It was.
it is, but it need we
Chris,
need
they won't come
an,
back if we shame them.
an
No, this
but-
is literally why you guys
No.
have this show and we do not, because you're experts at this.
There needs to
Exactly.
be an If she was doing a YouTube channel, it'd be all over the internet, and we'd be like, oh God, and now she's doing a YouTube channel. We'd be
You're
scared.
so right. You're so right.
I need her to be in a movie and then do this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like, yeah.
100%. I agree. No, I agree.
You know
Okay.
when she could be, and that talk show, she could do that. Remember that there was always an 11:30 mainstream nighttime talk show, and then the edgier one would be at 12:30. And for years, they were programming a half-hour show at 1:30 in the morning. It would be like Carson Daly or some other.
Yeah.
That would be
She could
where
do
you
that.
put Kate as a lunatic for 30 minutes every night. You know what I mean? Like that would be
Yes.
her spot.
Yes. For those who are dedicated to like stay up late enough, they get Kate.
Exactly. And you
No,
want to
you're
see
right.
something weird, and that would be it. Sure.
No, you're so right.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh God. So Christopher, what do we do?
Claire and Tess, can you decide on one of these? Is first what we have to ask.
I have my choice.
Me too.
You guys can hash it out live. You can just tell us who you're voting for. And if it's the same person, that person wins, like however you guys want to.
And I apologize
Sharif.
if we were mean about your ideas. We're not
my God,
actually
no,
mean
please.
to people.
Can you
No.
But we
I
do like
needed
to give notes.
I needed to
We're-
hear that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in this business.
But there have been times where like truly someone says something and we both like put our head down on the table because it's so incredible. And like, we're like, you win by. And then we were like,
Yeah,
I wish
like-
that would have happened to us.
Well, Tess, we'll come back and we'll be
this
thinking
was-
ahead of time.
this was a very hard one. This isn't as cut
She's
and
a
dry.
tough nut to crack. She is a tough nut to crack. This Kate Beckinsale.
There's a lot going on.
yeah.
Should
I
we
don't- yeah.
say on 3?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Feel
One.
bad.
I think
for
we,
it.
I think we're gonna.
No,
know
don't
this.
be. We don't get. It's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Chris.
Ah,
Yes,
congratulations, Christopher.
Thank
Because
you.
I want to read that memoir so fucking bad.
No, I knew I got both of you with the memoir.
You actually
knew
got me with Kate Beckinsale and Jacob Elordi hooking up.
Banging.
And that's enough for me.
Like banging, like heated rivalry, rivalry
graphic.
level. Like
Wrath.
like we
Yes.
leave a scene and come back to the same scene and they're still banging. You know what I mean? Like, like where she's
Yeah.
been like put through the ringer and like has no respite.
Like,
know what I
wait,
mean?
is this a TV show or a movie? Because it could be
I'm-
like before and
Movie.
after the commercial break. Like
Well,
we
that's
don't
true.
even like
Oh, my stomach hurts. I'm
put
laughing.
it
I think
into
we
mission in
edit
the
that
movie.
in.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we edit that
God.
in.
She'd be perfect to do a memoir.
Wow,
She
it's so
would.
reach out to her people.
We have said things and then truly like 3 months later they've announced things. Like we've said things and like the next week they're like, there's a memoir. Like it's so
Mhm.
it
This
does
always
happen.
happens to us with Ryan Murphy shows. We think he's listening, and then a year later, he's like, "No one has ever talked about this, and now I'm coming out with the series." And we're like, "We've had that for years."
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had that
we got-
episode.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for this win, Claire and
Oh,
Tess.
thank you, ladies. This was such a fun episode.
What a fun new friendship that we have. Hopefully,
Yes.
we're obsessed with you guys.
No, we're
Wait,
so
same.
excited.
No, same.
Ditto.
Please tell everyone where they can find you and where they can listen to your podcast.
You can find us across all socials at Right Answers Mostly, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can listen anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Make sure to subscribe. And we're right answers mostly. So come hang out with us. Come gossip about history with us.
Dominic, where can people find you?
Christopher, my website's domentary.com. I'm more than likely more updated on my Instagram page, which is at Dominic Pupa. That's also on TikTok. It's Domentary. And please come visit the Fixing Famous People pod at Fixing Famous People pod on TikTok. Christopher, where can the listeners of our podcast find you on the World Wide Web? That's the slowest I've ever said that.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And you've said it slow.
I know.
You can find me at the Chris DeRosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/Fixing Famous People. I wish you all well, and as always, where's Shelley? Goodbye.